Welcome back to Tipping Point. I'm your host, Kara McKinney. Imagine a baby dying right in front of your eyes. The child is in severe distress, and yet you're forced to just watch. You're not allowed to intervene whatsoever, even as the heartbeat drops and their little bodies writhe for relief. Even though you know for a fact that there are safe and medically approved treatments that could possibly save that child's life. What kind of monster would demand such moral cowardice? Well, I'll tell you. The reigning Attorney General of New York right now, Letitia James, the same woman who's busy punishing the man who gave us the Supreme Court, which overturned Roe v. Wade. That's who. Does it make sense now? She's following in the footsteps of Illinois by arguing that pro-life pregnancy centers which offer women abortion reversal treatments are engaging in deceptive business practices to lie to women. This monster wants you to think that it's humane to hand out abortion drugs like they're candy, send pregnant women and even teen girls home to expel the dead remains of the baby they just killed, as gushes of blood and other tissue come pouring out, but that it's somehow inhumane to tell those very same women that even after they've taken the first of 2 abortion pills, that there is still hope their baby can be saved if they've had a change of heart. What makes me so incredibly mad about James's lawsuit is that this is no hypothetical. I'm not talking about possibilities of what could happen if she gets her way. I'm talking about real people, real babies, that she is knowingly keeping the antidote out of the reach of. The same woman who oversees a state with signs all over imploring druggies to use fentanyl safely and to not let anyone make them feel shame over their choices because they should actually feel empowered by it. But how dare a woman who regrets initiating a chemical abortion try a drug that's been used by women at risk of miscarriage for decades to prevent such an outcome? How does that cross a line that fentanyl doesn't? Thankfully, there are skilled lawyers who are taking the fight to Letitia James, and we're blessed enough to have one here with us tonight. So joining us now to discuss is Peter Breen, the Executive Vice President of and Head of Litigation for the Thomas More Society. Peter, thanks for being here tonight.
Glad to be here. Thank you.
Great. So the Thomas More Society preemptively sued Letitia James on behalf of Heartbeat International, I believe, Compass Care, and other pregnancy help organizations. But now she's responded by filing her lawsuit against the abortion pill reversal in Manhattan, where none of your clients are located. So can you explain for us what all of these pieces mean?
Well, and so we got notices that Ms. James was going to sue our clients this week. And so we rushed, did everything we could to get into court. And we went to Rochester, New York, which is upstate. Most of our clients, most of the people threatened, most of the centers were in upstate New York because we had a fear that Attorney General James was going to take us to a place like Manhattan, far away from our clients, totally unconnected from the controversy. And wouldn't you know it, she did. That is the most expensive place to litigate in the country. And it, certainly I think maybe Ms. James, we've said her allegations are utterly meritless. Maybe she thinks there's a judge in Manhattan that will listen to them. We hope not. But at the same time, we aren't going to take any chances with our extremely impecunious clients. These are small nonprofits. They are helping women. They don't have excess cash to hire lawyers and pay for lodging in Manhattan. We're trying to help them where they are. And we're very confident in the strength of our legal arguments. We're defending abortion pill reversal coast to coast for pregnancy centers from California to New York and in between. And so we are very hopeful we're going to get a fair hearing. We think we will in Rochester, New York, where we brought suit. And we're confident in our legal position. You can never quite predict how the outcome will go.
No, but as you're explaining with Letitia James and some of her strategy, I guess you can say, in her evil designs here, I'm Opinion Talk Show, so I can say these things more perhaps boldly. But, it seems that she is perhaps judge shopping by going to Manhattan, like you said, making it far more expensive, just making the process the punishment for your clients. And it just gets nastier and it gets nastier. So part of your argument against what the Attorney General is saying here, and I have it noted, is that her lawsuit violates the First and 14th Amendments of the United States Constitution, but also the New York State Constitution and the state's civil rights law.